throats. Wait. Piercing? One true piercing. One true throat piercing.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Also, WoW Jacket went down like a chump.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love how
Guitar.
I picked up the phone from way over here. I guess I got a skateboard, although I doubt I skateboard. Hey, it's Ben from Miami Funeral Power. Just calling to tell you we have the tombstone you ordered done and ready to be delivered. A little buck we should be getting to you for the weekend. So basically, 50 Blessings is now realized that I've gone totally off the reservation and are trying their damnedest to kill me, and I give 0 fucks. So now they're...
Yeah, you're a Hotline Miami protagonist.
But basically, like, that's actually in keeping with what 50 Blessings does, which I'll get into more later. Oh, hey. That guy. So this is where I would use the password that I've got in the password thing. What's this? Looks like I need a password to access this computer. ... And the password would have been I was born in the USA.
Wait, you don't got it?
Can
No,
you enter that
I got it
if
right
you didn't
here.
find all the clues?
Yep, you can't enter it if you didn't find all the bonus clues. Oh, that's it right there.
That's fine.
So that's what happened there. Time to figure out the plot.
Let's pretend
it's a plot.
Let's pretend we understand.
Yep. Fun fact, these guys are based off of the 2 main devs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it is the dev room ending.
Basically, yeah. See, these are the little magic. Let me get this straight. You're nationalist scumbags, you threaten your members into doing your dirty work. This whole thing is a 2-man operation. So basically what they're saying is they're an extreme nationalist group. They are only a small portion of it, but they're basically the ones setting up all like the local operations, like in the Florida area.
Mm-hmm.
They came up with the scheme, but it wasn't them who came up with it. And essentially, what they're doing is the threats when they threaten people into doing these things, because that's the way they get everybody to join them. The threats are essentially empty. They're basically powerless until they just try and make people think that something could happen. So they target people who would believe them.
They target the paranoid.
Yeah, they target people who are paranoid. And since Jacket's very obviously out of his mind, and Biker's very obviously out of his mind in a profoundly different way.
So what you're saying, Pete, is that when they inevitably attempt to make you fold like a house of cards, they will get you because they are also the ones in charge of the Orlando area as well.
Basically, yeah.
So Hotline Orlando starring Bede next year.
Yep. For Patriots, members must fill out a form in which they state. So basically, to fill out the newsletter, the newsletter is itself just like a contract of sorts, saying that they will be basically loyal.
I will obey the phone.
And put this country back on its feet soon enough. They feel that basically they can topple the Russian-American coalition, and that within 5 years they'd have it all under control. But as you'll find out in the next game, they only need 2. Which is the politics. People have wasted enough of my time already. Chapter clear. Now the canon ending is the Jacket basically just left in disgust and never darkened these guys' door again. I say, fuck that. God, this guy flips me off.
Commence murder.
Commence murder. And that's it.
A lot of sewer.
That is the end of Hotline 1. I'm basically just going to let the credits roll, so they can roll. But yeah. Yeah, that was pretty quick, actually. The vast majority of the time there was spent in that one room that I fucked up on like a million times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the first half of Hotline Miami. Tune in next time for the second half of it. Anyone else in the chat, or is it just Morning Song?
You were just finishing
Just
Hotline
Morning
1?
Song.
Yeah, I was just finishing Hotline 1.
Ah.
I can jump into Hotline 2 tonight, but I wanted to do that skeleton climb a tower game first, because that looked fun.
Yeah.
Oh, climbs that tower.
Yeah. You know, might be like, I'm sure it'll only be like 10 minutes, but like it'll be 10 awesome minutes, hopefully.
Climb an entire tower in 10 minutes.
Well, I'll be right back.
Cool.
Well, this runs.
No worries.
Botnet Miami.
Hotline Miami.
Hotline Mimo. Wearing his little pink vest with the skull on the back. That's the guy I want to be when I grow up. A ruthless sociopath. No, I will say that I'm,
Isn't that what you already are?
basically. Well, I will say that, like, Jacket is very much more the paranoid, manic depressive sort of, like, crazy person. Like, he's barely, like, the entire game, he's just barely keeping it together. Meanwhile, Biker has it much more together, but he's also much more openly sadistic and fucked up. Like, he's in it, like, Jacket was in
In a sense, he's a little more responsible for what he's doing because he's clearly got more control.
Jacket, like, Jacket, like, the extent to which Jacket knows what he's doing is kind of ambiguous. The man is clearly out of his mind and possibly on a mountain of cocaine. Biker, on the other hand, is just straight up a serial killer, but he is aware of the fact that he enjoys killing, and he wants out of this not because he's appalled by them morally, but because he's bored. So, yeah. Of the two of them, I would say...
variety to this kill.
Of the two of them, I would say that Biker is the more, like... Well, obviously, Jacket's very dangerous, but Biker's got, like, more... I would say he's more responsible for his actions than Jacket is. Because, like, they threatened Jacket into, you know, killing people, which is what they do. When they tried to threaten Biker into it, he was like, nah, fuck you, and responded by actually killing them. That's just sort
what
of
happened to Jacket is essentially them taking advantage of the mentally ill for crazy, insane, like, political maneuvering.
Yep. So yeah, that's the first game. Tune in next time for the second game. But first, I'm going to do some other stuff.